As most of you guys know, 99% of the videos that I post on this channel are individual training sessions. Outside of these videos, I do group sessions and some partner sessions, but most of the videos I make are individual sessions, and a lot of you guys ask me how I can train on my own, or how you guys can train on your own, what you need to do in order to do that. And today I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how I schedule my trainings, or how you can schedule your trainings to train alone, and other things that you can incorporate to help yourself train alone. Obviously, it's better to train with a partner or a group, but sometimes you don't have any friends that want to train with you, or you just want to put in some extra work outside of training, stuff like that. So it's important to train by yourself sometimes, just to work on. The nice thing about individual training is you can schedule the training just around yourself. You don't have to worry about what other people want to work on. Although there are limits to individual trainings, like as you can tell at this field, there's no wall, so there's no one to pass with. If you want to work on passing, which is a pretty important part of the game, you can, like my last video, you can go onto concrete or something like that, find some dirt, I don't know, just find something with a wall. Like one of the fields I go to has a little wall that I use to pass against. Another important thing to consider is that these sessions don't have to be long, and they shouldn't be too long. If you're grinding for 3 hours plus, you're not training well, because your body's just, if you're grinding for 3 hours and you can still keep going, that just shows that your training sessions aren't hard for you and you're just going really easy. So I wouldn't say time really matters. I try to go for maybe 45 minutes, even 30 minutes sometimes, depending on the day, 30 minutes to an hour and a half. Because after that, I just don't feel like I'm being productive anymore. There are two different ways you can schedule an individual training, and that's to schedule it or to not schedule it. But you should definitely have an idea of what you want to practice before you get to the field. Like today, I'm going to be working on dribbling at a high speed, and maybe some finishing, I'm not sure. I only have one ball, so probably not, but I also want to work on some crossing, just dribbling through cones at a high pace and then hitting it into the goal, like with accuracy. So working on that, and maybe doing some agility stuff as well. Go to the field with an idea of that, like maybe you want to work on dribbling one day, passing another day. If you guys don't know any specific drills, obviously you know there are plenty of drills on the internet, on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. There are drills being posted like every day, so many different drills, people trying to be creative. There are good drills, and then there are some bad drills as well. I would say the majority of drills are good, but the whole idea of individual training is just to get touches on the balls. Going back to scheduling or not scheduling a training session, scheduling is like my last video where you do like 5 minutes set warm up, 5 minutes passing right foot, 5 left, something like that. That's something that you can follow each day, so it'll be good if you can plan that out in advance. I know a lot of people do that and stuff, but I keep it real with you guys, and a lot of the time when I come to the field, I like switching it up a lot just because it keeps it fun. And I would get bored. I do a lot of the same drills, as you guys know, but I would get bored. Like today I came and played on some grass. I like switching the environment up just because it keeps it interesting and it doesn't get boring doing the same thing every day. Otherwise, I would just lose my love for training. Also, the warm-up doesn't have to be too long. Just make sure you're warm. Usually what I do for my warm-up is I pick 2 spots in the field, which are like essentially 2 lines. And I go from there back and forth doing different dynamic exercises. And these exercises that I do are usually from the teams I play on. I just copy those and stuff like that. So if you're on a club team, you can copy those. Make sure you're doing dynamic warm-ups instead of static, because static will get you injured. After the warm-up today, I'm gonna be doing some agility, as you can tell. I literally just made this drill up right now, which is focusing on driving my knees up and getting low on turns and stuff like that. So I'm just going to be focusing on working on that. I just made this up right now, so it's not that hard to make up drills, even though it does sound like it's worse because I just made it up right now. It does the same purpose as a lot of other drills, and agility, you can't really go wrong with it. I don't have a license as a coach, so you don't have to listen to any of this stuff that I'm saying. The next drill I'm going to set up is working at dribbling with pace. You guys have seen me do this drill a few times before, but I've been doing it more recently, and I realized that in the other sessions I wasn't really going at full speed. So the goal with this is to just go at full speed and have the ball keep up with me. I know that normally you should be focusing on technique over speed, but I know I have the technique there, and if I can work on the speed part of it, then I